Hey everybody, welcome to Code and Rally Gaming. I'm Code and Rally, and we're going to be playing some Shadow of Mordor while we wait for Weeksman to join us. And we're going to be doing a long stream today of The Division. But I thought while I waited, I would bring everybody in and we could go over what has been accomplished recently. So we got our new war chief. We're back at the Sea of Nirnen. Yesterday I showed you how I grind for runes. I spent about 3, maybe 4 hours off screen recruiting and getting everything ready for rune gathering, and I have all the runes I normally use through the playthrough. Now that's not all of the epic runes that are available, but it's a bit. So, go in here. I'm going to show you what I got. Alright. Now, I like the Tower Defense, the Epic Rune, because it increases your hit streak time for 10 seconds. So you can actually do quite a bit of damage with that and the Brutalize skill. While people are running away and scared, you sneak up on somebody else. It adds to your combo, so if you do get in the middle of a fight, you're immediately able to pop off a few specials. The combat finishers recharge the Storm of Urfael at double the normal rate. Normally I think it's about 10 that you have to do to fully recharge. This makes it 5, I believe. We'll see. I think it's 5, but it could be much more. Rising Storm. This one grants early access to the Storm of Urfael. That is given to you for getting the Game of the Year edition or certain, paid for DLC stuff. But it's nice to have early on, and I do not have it unlocked at the moment, so I am using this rune to utilize it. I'll show you what rune I normally use. The Ruination increases the duration by 10 seconds, which helps out a lot. And then this is one of my favorite ones, Wraith, Flash, and Ruin. So the stun and knockdown durations on Wraith Flash, which is where you slam the ground and this white light comes out and it's supposed to stun your enemies. However, their stun rate isn't very long. It's just kind of enough to stun them so you can get out of the area. But if you use that with Wraith Burn, you can actually dispatch 4 or 5 very quickly. And then the one I normally have for Rising Storm, let's see if I can come across it. No. Although I do like using this one because it makes people run away. It is hilarious when you, I call it a terror build. When you just have abilities that increase the terror of heads exploding and stuff like that, it's funny. You don't really fight for very long. Killed by a Wraith Flash or Wraith Burn. Sometimes I use that one. 10 damage on a shoulder charge. Full focus. I think that's the one I normally do, is the full focus. Let's see. Combat execution kills. I think I've done that before, because I normally use Storm of Urfael if I get overwhelmed in an encampment. Like if you're in an encampment and they set off the alarm, I like having this because if you get overwhelmed and they start doing a lot of damage to you, you activate the Storm of Urfael, and you can refill your health relatively quickly with that one. Increase all sword damage. Increase all sword damage. I think that's the one I normally do. Yeah. So this is the one I normally do. Increase all sword damage by 50%. So that's just to make it more powerful, but this playthrough, I think what I'll probably do is protect myself and get 10 health on combat executions. And then for the bow, I always keep this on there but I normally select the one you unlock in game. So this one is another DLC or Game of the Year edition unlock that you get right at the beginning. And I prefer to have it just because the depletion rate is slow. And you unlock it through the game, so you could get it normally. But yeah, I have this one until I get it normally, so now I have just epic runes, because I think this one, yeah, you can't stack them. Because that would be awesome. 100%. Never drain. And then I have increased bow damage. That's not what I always use. But I don't have all the epic runes for bow, so I don't think I have it yet. But yeah, no, this one will end the fight pretty quick too. Recharge Flame of Azkar. Even though I don't have the Flame of Azkar yet, I like to have these. Duration of Flame of Azkar and the recharge, because it doesn't take long to get that headshot recharge. And then once you're in the Flame of Azkar, you get full arrows back. Like, you'll never run out of arrows in that one. And then recover 1 elf shot on Shadow Strike will let you do, I think, 12 Shadow Strikes in a row non-stop. So I really enjoy it. That's my favorite rune. I love that rune. I never take that rune off. And then the last one, I hate poison in this game. It is debilitating and it will kill you quickly. So I always use one with nature. Always, 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 always. Here, let me put the original on. There we go. I always use one with nature because I hate poison in this game. Duration of Shadow of Archon. I love that one. 4 elf shot for combat brand, which is great when you're using Storm of Verfail. I normally use the Flame of Azkar first, and then once I'm out of the Flame of Azkar, I use all my bow that I can. And then I use the Storm of Verfail, and I'll regain all my arrows. And then I'll normally use the Shadow of Archon to finish off and use a whole bunch of brutalizes to scare everyone in the area so I can leave. But normally I've killed like a lot by then. Brutalized stealth kills cause additional terror. I never take that off because that is so much fun. I may take it off this playthrough a little later on when we're getting towards the end, just because it does scare everybody off and you don't get to fight as long. And once you have the Storm of Urfiel, the Flame of Azkar, and the Shadow of Ekon all unlocked, you don't really need this. But I like it, so I might get rid of it, but I'll probably keep it. And the stealth kill recharge Shadow of Ekon at double the normal rate. So I don't have any of the specialties unlocked yet. So as you can see here, I have 1 ability point left. I upgraded everything. It's like I said, it's real quick when you do it how I do, where you go and death threat a captain, gain the information, brand him, and then either make him a war chief or bodyguard. When you go through that process, yes, it's very time consuming, but you normally gain one to 2 ability points by doing the dispatch to your war chiefs, like I did in the last video. You'll get 1 to 2 ability points each time. So I was able to fill this out. I think when I was playing on the video last, I had enough to get dispatch, and that's when I got dispatch. And I think I unlocked fire arrows and the double charge. I don't think I had these 2. I don't think I had critical strike or flame of vengeance. I didn't have quick draw. I didn't have wraith burn, and I did not have fire arrows. And I unlocked all of that just in the second part. Like I played after I stopped streaming. I went and played for another 4 or 5 hours. I can't remember. And again, like I said, time consuming, but I got all the runes I wanted on my second round, which was great. It meant I didn't have to do a third round. And I unlocked the majority of my ability points. The only reason I still have one ability point up there is because as soon as we unlock Shadow Mount, I want to get that first, and then I'll get Wraith Blast. But this one, where is it? Wraith Burn and Wraith Flash. When you do these two mixed, it is very pretty. It's very, very pretty. I'm going to try and find a group to do that to, but we're going to be collecting stuff as we go. I need to lower this a little bit. I can't see my screen.